5 for 5 again. And you might be saying, wait, Mike, I tuned into the last most confident picks. You went 4 for 5. What about Amanda Limoges? Well, if you're saying that, then I know you did not tail my actual bets. I'm giving out my bets, my lock, my parlay, and 3 premium plays, essentially what I am betting on my Telegram. Check it out. Link is in the description of my channel. I will drop the link in the description of this video after the live. And if you feel like tailing my bets, you can, because we've been making money around here, folks. I like you guys DMing me after you win a bunch of cash. Send me your tickets. Let me see what's up. Shout out to the folks who cashed in. We did nicely. We went 5 for 5 for the first time that I have ever put out my bets. And I'm going to keep it going, folks. Every single UFC card, I will be dropping all of my picks. I'll be in Europe in September, but I'll still drop my damn picks, okay? And I'll make sure I'm giving you guys my bets as well. And I'll tell you what, for this card, I already put 3 bets down. And I don't normally do that. I'm the type of guy, I want to see weigh-ins. Let me see who's showing up fat. Let me see what these two look like squared off. Let me hear the injury rumor, right? I've worked for Bellator. I've been in this game for a while. So if anything's going to leak, it's usually on fight week, right? So this is a Monday show. I wait until Friday generally to place bets, but I'm confident on this one. So I already dropped a sizable lock play that, I'll be honest, I'm not going to cover today. I got to save something for the folks who are on the premium channel. And I've also put down a parlay, and I put down an over or under. So I'm going to go through my 5 most confident picks for UFC 304, which I'm looking forward to. And here's the rapid fire. First of all, Leon Edwards. I think Leon Edwards is a terrible matchup for Belal Mohammad. Belal Mohammad beats people by having better cardio and being able to take them down. His striking's better than ever now, but Leon Edwards is the most technical striker in the division. He's very hard to take down. He fights the hands really well on the fence, and he doesn't get tired. I heard some of you saying, yeah, he was slowing down against Colby. I guess. I mean, I think Leon Edwards has 5-round cardio. I do think he is the worst matchup for Belal Mohammad in the division. Give me Leon Edwards. I'll go Tommy Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is the best heavyweight in the world. He's a bit injury prone. I know he's battling with that knee, and that's what happened in the last Curtis Blaydes fight, but he's so good at striking. He's so smooth on the feet. He's light on his feet, quick with the punches. I think he has a real speed advantage and a technique advantage over Curtis Blaydes. And then on the ground, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He's grown up with his dad being a jiu-jitsu instructor. I do believe in the ground game of a Tommy Aspinall. I do believe he can get a finish even of Curtis Blaydes. Give me Tom Aspinall. Then give me Nathaniel Wood. Nathaniel Wood is good. I believe he's fought better competition. I'm not going to jump off the Nathaniel Wood pick. I do believe Nathaniel Wood is an absolute lock. And then give me Loughran. I think Loughran versus Jake Hadley's interesting, but Jake Hadley's taking it on short notice. He's moving a weight class up. I like Loughran. And give me Mick Parkin. This is being served up on a platter for Mick Parkin. He should be definitely winning this fight. The question is, does he finish it or not? To me, the question's not whether or not he wins. I think he wins this fight 99 times out of 100. So my rapid fire: Leon Edwards, Tom Aspinall, Nathaniel Wood. Give me Loughran and Parkin. And that's the rapid fire picks. Folks, did we have fun last week? As I researched throughout the week, I realized Werner Jandiroba was going to take Amanda Limoges down. And I realized Usman is going to have trouble with Peter Griffin. Sorry to hate on him. But, I think Mo Usman had a lot of trouble with the straight cross. Mo Usman, not the best technical striker, and there was some injury rumors. So I got that stuff, and I let everybody know on Telegram who joined the channel. Thank you all for who did that. If you want to jump in, do it. I let them all know, cautious of Mo Usman, cautious of the Amanda Lemos pick. And my 5 were what? Bruno Silva, boom. Got dog money on Doo Ho Choi. Doo Ho Choi at dog money. Happy about that. Bruno Silva was the lock. He had a fun fight, but I told you guys he was dangerous. He got it done. Cody Gibson absolutely smashed Brian Kelleher. I try to be nice, folks. I really do. But Brian Kelleher is not good at fighting anymore. Was he ever? Steve Garcia. I gave out Steve Garcia. I was saying he was going to get a knockout. They were going to slang a little bit. Dude, that was a from the future pick too. And then I gave out a parlay of Pudilova Carolina over 2.5. Was it ever going to go any other way? You know how they just kind of strike from the outside? Carolina's moving side to side. I mean, of course that fight was going to go to a decision. And then I had, I parlayed it up with Miranda Maverick. And I'll be honest, at weigh-ins, I saw Miranda Maverick was a lot smaller. And I thought, okay, am I going to do something here? Decided to stick with it. It paid off. So lock of the week was Bruno Silva, cashed. Parlay, Pudilova, Carolina over 2.5, Maverick, cashed. Premium plays, Steve Garcia, Doo Ho Choi, Cody Gibson, cashed. Folks, I'm happy with how we kicked off the premium channel. If you want to be a part of it, jump in there. I'm going to drop all of my bets for at least my primary bets. I might fuck around and throw $5 on some, Giga Chikadze body kick KO or something. I don't know. But I'm going to give you my confident bets, ones that I'm actually placing myself on my premium channel. Go check it out. And like I said, I'm already dropping a couple so far. I see folks in the chat. We are wise. MMA experts, AJ DeVito, the man. I come right off of our show Moneyline. If you guys want my full card picks, go check it out. Moneyline at MMA experts. AJ's the man. We are wise. He spells it with a Z because of wise. The infamous commenter. Wise, you've been super active in the chat. Thank you, sir. All right, what do I do here? Paku, I'll read you. As a heavyweight myself, I did not know that, Paku. I did not know you were a heavyweight. Tom Aspinall is the perfect person to aspire towards. Do what I can to try to replicate his game, footwork, and speed of a middleweight, power of a heavyweight, and elite jiu-jitsu. What a fighter. True. I mean, especially this championship, Tom Aspinall. I was saying with AJ on Moneyline, Tom Aspinall is, the real champ. I mean, John Jones is the heavyweight champ. What? Because he's fought one heavyweight, Cyril Gane. Tom Aspinall is the best heavyweight in the world right now. I don't think Curtis Blaydes is going to be able to do much with him. Let's dig into it. Let's do it right now. Okay. Tom Aspinall, in my head, I thought he was the headliner. I'm forgetting, it was an interim title and Leon Edwards would be headlining. Almost strange to me. Tom Aspinall, I have a lot of respect for. His technique is so high level. Curtis Blaydes is my Chicago guy. I mean, I've known Curtis Blaydes since the local scene. I was there the night he fought Daniel the Predator James. You Bellator fans know who I'm talking about. Yeah, the guy who knocked out Tyrell Fortune with that big ass uppercut. I was there then too. Check out my interview that night with Daniel James. It's on my YouTube. He had an arm choke Daniel James as an amateur. And I remember thinking, oh shit, here's a big athletic heavyweight who's got a ground game, who can wrestle, both of those guys end up making some waves in MMA. And I watched him all the way up. I mean, it's been really cool to see his evolution. He was in a rap that I wrote. I'm going to stay for days and rain some fucking elbows on your face like Curtis Razor Blades. Because, remember what he did to Alistair? He got on top of Alistair. And did he camp out? I hear a lot of people saying, oh, Curtis Blaydes, boring. He's going to try to hold him down. What did he do to Alistair Overeem? He got him on the ground, and he fucking picked that elbow up and just gave him the juice, okay? Curtis Blaydes can finish fights. He's got heavy shots. He's not just a wrestler, man. The guy's got solid fundamental striking, really, really sharp elbows on the ground when he wants to explode like that. He can submit. I don't think he's submitting Tom Aspinall, but Curtis Blaydes deserves this title shot. It's cool to see him get it. It makes sense because he's got the injury win over Tommy Boy already. And I think Tom Aspinall is going to outstrike him. Tom Aspinall's so smooth with it. His hands are on fire. On the ground, he could get a sweep or take the back of Curtis Blaydes, get to a dominant position. I see like a ground and pound finish for Tom Aspinall. I mean, club and sub's not crazy, but Tom Aspinall should be able to out kickbox him. And then as Curtis Blaydes tries to wrestle, get to the top position and score a TKO finish. Does that happen early? Probably not, but we'll look at that later in the week. So give me Tommy Aspinall. Main event, Leon Edwards versus Belal Mohammad. Belal Mohammad is a cardio machine. Belal Mohammad has improved tremendously with his striking, and training with the Dagestanis, he's really added new technique to his game in the wrestling and overall being a dominant martial artist. Belal Mohammad is a lot better than when he last fought Leon Edwards. The problem is, so is Leon Edwards. This is champion Leon Edwards. This is Leon Edwards who is so hard to take down on the fence. He's prepared for Kamaru Usman again and again, prepared for Colby Covington. He's prepared for guys with high output, Colby cardio, both of them wrestlers, right? I mean, this is sort of his style of fight. I think he's a bad matchup for Belal Mohammad. And let me say that as somebody who has trained with Belal Mohammad, who has, definitely mutual friends with Belal. Belal used to come to UFC Gym Oaklawn, where I was the assistant general manager. How long ago? 8 years ago now. And Belal would come through in the morning, and I'd be the guy mopping up after he was done. So I'd always see how hard he works, training with Kevin Novacek, Mazen Balut, Ball Out, the Oscar brothers, Mike Cannon, Lewis Taylor. This is a team that he's had his whole career. And this core group of guys has always pushed him to be able to be in the best shape. I mean, he is such a hard worker. Belal Mohammad always comes in 5-round shape, always comes in tremendous condition. And what's been getting better is his technique. He's trained with Islam Makhachev, under Khabib, with all those guys, all the Dagestanis he's trained with. And you've seen him level up. I mean, the Gilbert Burns victory, you can go on a long list. I've picked him at dog money many times. You guys who are fans of Moneyline over these past 2 years, I've had Belal as underdog money multiple times, and he's come through. I locked him at underdog money and took the heat, and he came through. So I think I have a pretty good sense of Belal Mohammad's skills. There is no harder matchup for him than Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards, when you get him on the fence, the place Belal wrestles the best, he fights the hands immediately. He addresses those hands, so you can't clasp your hands together. Belal's going to have a lot of trouble getting these takedowns on the fence. At distance, Leon looked a lot better in their last fight. He's only better now. This is champion Leon. I know Belal's better as well. Leon showed some holes in his game, I think, again, in the last Colby fight. He didn't look unbeatable. Leon's not the most dangerous guy, so there's that. But is Belal, So I think Leon Edwards can, win 4 out of 5 rounds here and walk away with this decision. So Leon Edwards. Let's go with Mick Parkin. I mean, Mick Parkin is getting served, this fight up on a platter. Mick Parkin is going to be able to, I think, dominate. Mick Parkin against Lucas Brzeski. 9-0 versus 9-4. Mick Parkin's been on a roll, but he's somewhat of a decision machine. I think this is potentially his opportunity to finish the fight. I'll go over the pick more and decide whether or not I want to bet on it. But, Mick Parkin, definitely an early lean. He should be able to handle the fight anywhere it goes. And will we finally see him finish a fight in the UFC? Nathaniel Wood, again, another, really wide one. Daniel Pineda, a real veteran of the game, but a guy who does not have these quality wins. I mean, Nathaniel Wood coming off of the Charles Hossa victory, Charles Jourdain victory, Andre Feely victory. These are quality wins. Obviously lost the decision to Mohammad Naimov, but beat Alex Caceres in a grappling match this year against Daniel Pineda, who, by the way, lost to Alex Caceres in the UFC just last year. I think Nathaniel Wood is going to be able to dominate that fight. Again, this is my most confident pick, so the odds aren't super sweet on these ones. Hey, last week they were sweet. Weren't they sweet? Doohoo Choi at dog money. A lot of these were like, even odds, 2-1. This week's a little wider, but the show is most confident picks. All right. Nathaniel Wood's a confident pick. Finally, Kaolan, I can't say that name right. Loughran beating Jake Hadley. This is the yoked up Loughran taking on Hadley, who's moving up in weight, who's going to, I think, have a lot of trouble because he's taken this thing on short notice. Is this the right move for Hadley? We're going to find out. I think Loughran can hold him down, ground and pound. I mean, Hadley might be a better striker. Hadley might be even, a slightly better martial artist overall, but the short notice, the weight class move up, not loving it for him. So I'll say Loughran's a pretty confident pick as well. I consider, Monday picks my early leans. So early leans, again, most confident picks: Leon Edwards, Tom Aspinall, Nathaniel Wood. Give me Loughran and Parkin. All right. That's the card for UFC 304. Finch the GOAT. High respect for Finch. Thank you, Sean Shelby. If you were the actual Sean Shelby, you would have given me, if you thought I was the GOAT, you would have given me that CM Punk fight, okay? I frickin' messaged. Was it Sean Shelby? Was it Joe Silva back then? Who did I DM? I shot back when it was called Twitter. I was trying to fight CM Punk, okay? That would have been sick. But they gave it to Mickey Gall. How dare you give my career to Mickey Gall? Belal might just win because I said that. Leon by easy decision. I don't believe in superstition. Vince, let's not be superstitious. Parkin will have to grapple. Brzeski have to grapple him. I think he could do fine on the feet. It's a little flat-footed. Yeah, he'd probably take Brzeski down. I got Bully B 170. Vince, look, Bully B's the man. I'm rooting for my Chicago guys. You guys know, right? I'm born and raised in Illinois. Born in Chicago. I did grow up north of the city, but I moved back to the city. Got engaged to my wife in the city. Lived in the city with my fiance. And then I realized, this winter thing, not my cup of tea. So now I'm here in Huntington Beach, California, and I'm happy, man. But these Chicago guys, Curtis Blaydes, first started at UFC Gym Lombard. Shout out to Mike Jabber. I mean, I've seen this guy come up from an amateur to now getting a UFC title shot. It's incredible. And Curtis Blaydes is a gentleman. He's come on my show with AJ DeVito, Moneyline on MMA Experts. He's just a class act of a guy. So ran into him in Hawaii, hung out with him, see him at amateur MMA events, in Chicago. Definitely rooting for Curtis Blaydes. Definitely rooting for Belal Mohammad. I mean, again, these are my guys. But when you pick fights, you have to pick based on what you're confident in, based on assessing their skills. I can't let that cloud my judgment, y'all. First dono, I'm going to give it a heart right now. AA. If you ever need batteries, go to my guy. Belal Muhammad beats Leon. Usman is a one-shot wrestler. Colby wasn't himself. That's actually true. Colby was very rusty and looked like he'd been out of action when he fought Leon. And Leon looked a little vulnerable in that fight. So that's a solid point. And Leon is too patient, even if he gets controlled on the fence, winning minutes. Belal is a chain wrestler like Colby, but he broke his foot. Ace. Listen, Ace. If they're going to give a bullshit decision out in the UK, who do you think they're going for? You think they're going to give it to Belal Mohammad? Or you think they're going to give it to Leon Edwards? You know what I'm saying? You remember Michael Bisping versus Anderson Silva, where Anderson Silva pretty much knocked him out in that fight, and then and then Mike won the decision. I'm not even saying Mike didn't deserve that decision. That was a close fight. But you know, you remember when Michael Bisping beat Matt Hamill? Bet you don't. Bet you don't. Who watched Michael Bisping versus Matt Hamill live? That was one of the worst decisions in the sport's history. And you know where it was? The UK. So when they go to decision, if you're betting on Belal Muhammad, you better hope he dominated that fight. Okay? Or maybe they got some Iranian judges or something. You know what I'm saying? Unlikely. So I think the decisions will lean in the favor of the hometown boys, and that would be Tommy Aspinall and Leon Edwards. Bright Boxer with 279. That's very specific. Sending love to you and AJ. Thank you so much. Sending love right back. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the donos. Super, super kind. Best thing you guys could do, frickin' jump into the picks. The link is in the description of my channel. I'll drop the link in the description of this video. I want you guys to drop in there just like Joe Biden dropped out of the race. You know what I'm saying? We dropping around here. Okay? Jump in. I'll give out my bets. I really appreciate the donos, though. It's fucking awesome. Paddy by robbery. You know what? I didn't even think of that. Paddy is a star boy. You know? Paddy by robbery is not a crazy call. How would you feel is Anthony Smith goes up and runs it back with John Jones for John Jones' last fight? Stop. Stop it. Anthony Smith needs to get a grip of reality. Did you guys see his podcast with Bisping? Why does Bisping keep coming up? Another neighbor of mine, by the way. You know, Michael Bisping owns UFC Gym Costa Mesa over there. So maybe I'll go hang out with Mike, see what he thinks about this card. No, John Jones should fight Alex Pereira. The fight to make is John Jones versus Alex Pereira for the heavyweight title. I know I just said Tom Aspinall is the real champ, but like, that's a cool fight, you know? God forbid Stipe gets injured or something. That is a really cool one. And you guys know Powhatan loves stepping in on short notice. He did just break his foot on Yuri Prohaska's face. So that could maybe spoil that plan. But he's got some time. John Jones versus Alex Pereira is the fight I want to see. If I had one Christmas gift, $1 billion would be nice. But besides that, eternal life. Besides that, give me John Jones versus Alex Pereira. I think that's fantastic because I was always thinking John Jones would take him down. And now you might have to go Powhatan knockout in that fight. That's a sick fight, though, because they're similar size. I feel like Tommy Aspinall is just so much bigger than John. It's almost not fair, you know? Tom Aspinall will lose by knee injury. Don't curse him. Don't do that to my guy, Tommy Aspinall. Don't do it. Holy shit. What a fucking... Has life not been fun? I mean, politics has never been crazier. It's like a Netflix show. Trump gets shot. Joe Biden drops out of the race. What is going on? Tremendous fistfights. It's been an entertaining month. Wise with the $9.99 dono. Wise, how did I miss you? Wise. He said, it's time. It's time. It's my best. Bruce Buffer. Thank you so much, Wise. I'm going to give that a heart. You're a class act, Wise. I appreciate you. Wise gets the hearts. Double A got the hearts. And Bright Boxer, I'll give you one as well. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Those were my picks. Again, I am going to do more research throughout the week to finalize some bets. I'm going to make my bets after weigh-ins. I did already drop a couple. I dropped some money on one I didn't mention today too. So definitely jump into the chat. You guys can join the free channel, link in description. And then I give out my picks as well, and you guys can jump in there and come join the party because I make content. I'll make a video. I should give you maybe last week's video. I'll drop it. And yeah, come hang out. Come join the party. I want to make more content for you guys. I'll see what I could do. Okay? Come hang out with your boy. Share this. Tell your mom. Tell your friends. Tell grandpa. We want everybody to subscribe to Mike Finch Show. Drop a comment in the chat. I appreciate all of you. UFC 304 is sick. Manel Kape versus Mohammad Mokaev. I mean, some of these fights. Giga Chikadze versus Arnold Allen. Some of these fights are going to be sick, man. I am super, super excited for this card. I love me a UFC pay-per-view, and Dana did not disappoint with this one. Make sure you guys bet responsibly. I'm just telling you what I think. If you want to tail me, that's your choice. Dropping the bets on Friday. I'll see you on the premium channel. Until then, it's peace and love.